Hey guys, this is Mr. Grice for Algebra 1, Chapter 11.4 Notes, Day 2. Now, we are using the exact same notes as Day 1. However, now we're going to be talking about just this middle column. Okay? So, we're working on equations with one radical, where the only variable in the problem is inside of the radical. Now, these problems are solved by using inverses, okay? And that's SADMAP, okay? Now, notice that the very last letter is the P. That is the parentheses, okay? And we always want whatever in parentheses to be done last. So, when you see a problem like this, looking at number 5, see how only the 3x is inside the square root? I want to put that inside of parentheses. And now we're just going to use SADMAP to solve it, okay? So, first thing we got to do is add the 4 to both sides. And now we get the square root of 3x, and that's still in the parentheses, equals 9. Now, to get rid of the square root, we need to square both sides. And now you're left with 3x equals 9 squared is 81. And then to get the x by itself, you need to divide. So in your calculator, you should turn it on. And then set it up. So 81 divided by 3. And you get 27. Now, can I circle that? No, not yet, because we need to check. And now we check with the original problem. So, square root of 3 times 27, the minus 4 is outside of that, equals 5. So we're only worried about the 3 and the 27, 3 times 27, and that gives you 81. The square root of 81 is 9, and 9 minus 4 is 5. Okay, so we are happy because now that means that x equals 27 is our final answer. Okay? All right, number 6. So whatever's underneath the radical, that's what we're going to put in the parentheses. And now we just go through and solve. Okay? So we get rid of the subtraction first, or the addition with subtraction. 24 minus 8 is 16. Now can I just square root everything? No, because we have to get rid of that 2 first. So divide by 2. And we get the square root of x equals 8. And now to cancel out the square roots, we square both sides. And when we get 8 squared, it's 64. Okay? And now I can't put that in my yay, I'm done box because I don't know if that's true or not. All right? So let's come down here and do the check. So 2 times the square root of 64 plus 8, does that equal 24? Well, the square root of 64 is 8. 2 times 8 is 16. And does 16 plus 8, does that equal 24? It does. So our answer is x equals 64. Alrighty, flip it on over. We're still focusing on just the center. And remember that we solve these by using inverses, the SADMAP. Okay, so whatever the underneath the radical, that's what we put inside of the parentheses. Cancel out the addition. We get negative 2 equals the square root of x minus 4. And this is where you need to be careful. Alright, I am going to square root everything over here. I just can't go negative 2 squared because that's not right. It's parentheses negative 2. And then we get 4. So 4 equals, and now we're left with x minus 4. To get the x by itself, we have to add, and then we get 8 equals x. And like we said, they can't go in our little answer box until we check it. So 8 minus, or 8 equals the square root of 8 minus 4 plus 10. And remember that that plus 10 is outside, okay? So 8 equals 8 minus 4 is 4. The square root of 4 is 2. And 2 plus 10, 12. Okay? That does not equal, we're sad, because our answer is NRS, so it's no real solution. Okay? Excuse me. All right, so I'm going to put this in the parentheses. So add 6 to both sides. We get negative 9 equals 3. And then keep that in the parentheses. We have to divide by 3 to cancel. And we get negative 3 equals the square root of 5x minus 1. Okay, to cancel the square root, we have to square both sides. Remember, that's, excuse me, inside the parentheses, and negative 3 times negative 3 is 9. And then we're left with 5x minus 1. Okay? So we add 1 to both sides. 10 equals 5x. Divide by 5. And we get 2 equals x. And I can't put that inside of my box until we check. Okay? So negative 15, does that equal 3 times, we have 5 times 2 minus 1, and then minus 6 is on the outside. Now, you can do the 5 times 2 minus 1 all together and get 9. The square root of 9 is 3. 3 times 3 gives us 9, and 9 minus 6 is 3. That doesn't equal, so our answer is NRS, no real solution. Okay? Well, if you have any questions on the middle column of the note or from the first column on the left-hand side, please come see Ms. Carranza or myself. Otherwise, that's it for Algebra 1, Chapter 11.4 Notes, Day 2. Thanks for watching.